Okay, cool. I love my old school players coming back.
Yeah.
And rising back to the top.
Yeah.
Has 3 old school players here.
Jah Ridin with the instant infinite or invisible ceiling glitch.
ICG,
off the bat.
You see that happen to Luigi a lot. Luigi and Marth especially.
Yeah. Jah Ridin, from what I've seen, is especially good against Spaceys, so this could be tough for Levingy. He actually almost beat Fiction when Fiction went to Europe.
Oh, really?
Jah Ridin did, yeah, with some crazy stuff. He's got wild combos, but, you know, at the end of the day, it is still Luigi, so if Levingy knows the matchup well, he can shut it down pretty well.
Yeah. This is a tough matchup. I mean, Falco definitely does well.
I mean, Jah Ridin is top 16 in Europe, for instance. Like at our last ranking was top 16 in Europe. So he's definitely one of the best players in Europe, like top 20, which is really, really good. So yeah, for sure. And as you said, it's just really good against spaces, especially if you get a hit on them. His combo game is just insanely good.
And he just misfires at will. Apparently, like literally the exact situation. He just misfires to get out of it. Down B to misfire.
Luigi main.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luigi mains it's not 12.5% or whatever.
It's different.
It's got to be at least 50-50 for Luigi mains.
And then they always have like some kind of superstition that gives them higher odds or something.
Yeah.
Maybe every time he cyclones, it's
or
goes straight
something,
to the misfire. Yeah.
He's looking at the clock. There's a frame data.
Yeah.
The thing though is like Levingy is super patient with Falco, as we may have noticed already.
Yeah, I have.
So we'll definitely take his time and avoid all kind of shenanigans that Luigi or Jah Ridin can throw at him.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Luigi, one of the most grounded characters in the game, so it makes sense he'll use top platform as much as he can. Here, though, just using lasers, finding his own space.
Yeah. I think with Spaceys against a Luigi, especially a Luigi like Jah Ridin that can combo you so well, that's how you want to approach the matchup. So it works out really well for Levingy that he naturally kind of plays a bit more defensive and a bit more patient.
Yeah.
Because if you go in as a Spacey against Luigi, that can bite you a lot. They just, all of a sudden, they're out of hit stun, they catch you with a nair, and then they might kill you, like legitimately.
And keeping enough lasers out so that you stop their wave dashes is big as well, because that is his main way of approaching.
And I'm liking how precise Jah Ridin is.
Oh no!
In his neutral, reminds me a lot of Master, where a little bit less of the frantic wave dashing and a little more of the careful walking. Actually, walking an actual underused movement option for a lot of characters.
Yeah, he's definitely using his positioning just as a threat. Just like, I'm here, what I'm gonna do, and when am I gonna do it? You don't know, and definitely is really good at it.
Yeah. It's big that Jah found that nair to forward air there. A couple more percent, he would have fallen out.
Ooh. Levingy looking clean when he does go in, though.
Yeah. Wow, that was almost punishable.
I love how Levingy just stay around the roll distance from Luigi, I'm gonna say. Just to be able to...
Still keeping
this
it going.
follow-up.
Okay.
But
still going? Oh, and I feel like he maybe could have went out
gone
there
out
for
there.
that back air.
Yeah, maybe. He's still doing a great edge guard here.
Yeah.
Down air, good DI.
Amazing DI. That move is strong.
Yeah. Oh, but over 100, Luigi kind of limits his options just a little bit.
Yeah.
Tried to hard read the up B to ledge there.
That's right.
Oh, and okay.
Dude, his recovery is really good.
Yeah. That's,
that was tricky.
That's very rare to see Luigi get any kind of horizontal drift after up B whatsoever. I don't know that I've ever actually seen that.
He's actually been using his... So up B is terrible. It's just completely vertical. But earlier he managed to dodge like these really micro attempts at edge guarding the Luigi, but just up being slightly out of range and still grabbing ledge. Yeah. And then this time he actually snuck onto the stage.
Yeah.
when it looked like the edge hog was good enough.
Oh. That was...
So, it's really nice.
Good stuff from Jah Ridin, but Levingy still taking a solid 2-stock. And if I had to guess, based on playing Jah Ridin myself, I think we're going to see FD and we're going to see some crazy combos.
Oh, FD against Falco, that'd be... In my brain, that seems kind of crazy.
But yeah, it's just the way that he plays Luigi. He's so combo-based and chain grabs, just all types of up-tilt combos, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think he's very possible that he does go FD. Against Falco, maybe not, though, because, the lasers shut a lot down there for Luigi without having the platforms to work with.
But he does have a really precise way of closing distance, so he might be totally okay with the laser problem.
Yeah.
Just as long as he could maximize the opportunities from those combos. So.
And there it is.
Okay.
And there we go.
I'm looking to see a lot of power shields, a lot of maneuvering around these lasers, a little less of the wave dashing.
Man, easier said than done.
Yeah.
These getting power shields consistently on a Falco that mixes up their timing.
Yeah.
Oh, my
caught
goodness.
him.
Dude, Levingy is not giving him any
Here's the
room to
misfire.
breathe.
He's just going to get it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's it.
Bit misspaced on that side B.
No misfire at will this time.
But like Levingy just like shutting down all play from Jah Ridin. It's just incredible. Like Jah Ridin just like trapped in his shield or on the ground. He cannot do much on Fort.
Yeah, and I mean that's how you need to play this matchup as a spacey, especially again against a player like Jah Ridin, who's so good at when he does get that opening, he might kill you, especially on FD. So Levingy is just not giving him anything to work with. It's wild.
One issue is that he has to get Falco, there we go, to a decent percent where stuff is no longer crouch cancelable. I mean, oh wow. Earlier in that stock. Oh no!
Levingy!
That works. Poor Luigi has no hitboxes to beat that.
Yeah, so I mean I feel like Levingy must have like a Luigi he practices against or something because he's playing this matchup beautifully.
Yeah.
He's
But the thing is like I mean, the down air of Luigi is supposed to be super big, so the fact that the up B of Falco beating him is just like insane to me.
Yeah. Good move choice by Levingy there.
He's doing a lot of these weights too. That's one of the biggest keys for Spaceys against Luigi is you need to kind of bait out his aerials as he's falling above you. So you want to purposely make him think that he can't hit you. Oh my goodness.
He's keeping this going.
This combo.
Dude, this is ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. Dude,
Oh
Jah Ridin,
my
this is
God.
why he picked FD.
But he started that with a charged up smash.
Yeah. I mean,
goodness.
That's Jah Ridin for you.
That's Jah Ridin for you. Oh my goodness. Fauster, this Luigi is explosive. If he can just land a few more of those.
That's how he's going to make
like
up
that?
for the deficit on
See?
this neutral
The
is he's got to make some kind of read to get this combo started, then
Yeah.
finish it off every time.
But that's not good DI on that Nair.
Oh,
I knew
That's
that
the
was
thing. It's
misfire.
like
Oh my God.
another misfire. Back-to-back misfires.
the thing is like if you can just, as you said, just get those grab, get one opening, can just like erase a stock from Levingy and just like make up for all the damage that you take from the laser. So that's the main thing.
Nicely
And then
done. And now
Dead even.
one stock apiece. Even though this has looked extremely dominant for Levingy, it's dead even.
He just needs one touch.
Oh.
And
Like
Luigi
that.
players or floaties in general are always comfortable playing this game. They're used to losing the neutral a lot just to get that one opening, and he feels comfortable enough in his punish game to finish off the stock.
Oh, it's starting, Hugo. It's starting.
Okay. Close.
Wow, can't
Oh,
believe Levingy's
wow.
actually pressuring that. Good out of shield by Jah Ridin. Oh my God, the ledge angle.
Oh,
Traded.
that's probably going to be it. Oh, beautiful.
Such a smart get-up attack.
Amazing
Wow.
from Jah Ridin.
So clean.
Just down the whole game, and then all of a sudden takes it pretty solidly on that last stock especially.
Touch of deaths him basically in that one stock. What a momentum shift that was.
I mean, he's got to be one of the few Luigis in the world that's taking a defensive Falco to FD. But he showed why it's a good pick.
Yeah.
God.
I love seeing it. I've been seeing too many Spaceys lately, man. I like seeing these floaties coming back. Floaties are struggling right now.
Free floaties, man.
It's a rough
Free
time
the
for
floaties.
Bring 'em
and,
back.
We need to bring it back.
Yeah,
Not-
us Samus players
Yeah,
having
not
a
just-
hard time.
Yeah, totally. Not just in terms of more floaties getting higher results, but striking fear because they're getting the high results, so that then they start to get because people are actually
Not practicing against those characters. I know what you mean, yeah.
So like once they strike the fear into all these fast fallers, they'll stop only playing other fast fallers.
Yeah. You can get a match.
Yeah, you can actually get a freaking friendly against these guys now.
Okay, good call.
And what do you think of
I
this?
feel like also Jah Ridin.
Yeah, go for
sorry,
it.
go for it.
No, go for it.
Okay, I was saying like I feel also Jah Ridin is starting to get the hang a bit more on when Levingy wanna strike with those lasers. He's like laser, and suddenly attacking. And I feel like he's finding more nair or wave dashing or anything, just like stop the approach of Levingy.
Yeah, and I was a bit surprised that Levingy rather is picking Yoshi's Story here. Bit of a small stage for his patient style, but I think if he limits Luigi's ground space, that's definitely a good thing in the matchup.
Yeah. Also, easier early kills.
Right. If he can get a shine toward the top or something. And that's why this is generally a good Falco stage, is the combo ability and the potential early kills. So I think he kind of went with the matchup over his personal playstyle.
Could he have just got down aired there out of the up B?
Maybe, yeah.
That was really scary.
Well, I think he probably was at low enough percent that he could have just upbeat again.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay. I think it's really good also at not getting clipped by any edge guard from Jah Ridin, avoiding a lot of forward tilt, avoiding all of the hedgehog for now. Like definitely struggling to get those kills, unfortunately. And against Falco, you need to get those kills like as early as possible, especially if you don't find those punish game that you look for.
Man, it's crazy when Jah is going for these aerials. Nice misfire. These aerials at low percent are punishable sometimes. Even if he lands a nair on Falco, like less than 30, he can actually get hit out of his own nair.
Yeah.
So Jah actually has to unlock these stocks quite a bit.
Yeah, and that misfire unfortunately ended up getting him killed. He might have been in bad shape if he didn't get the misfire, but that's the thing about Luigi is the misfire doesn't always help you. In fact, it's a pretty solid portion of the time it actually ends up hurting you.
And that stock was a really good recovery by Levingy on the left side of the stage there. Wall jump, up B's high. Jah Ridin not able to find the edge guard.
Yeah, it seems like your series is definitely a good pick for Levingy right now. Like Jah Ridin cannot just flew away. Also, just avoid any kind of pressure from Levingy. Look at that, already 77%. It's just like as soon as he gets a hit, Luigi will definitely stay close by and will be ready to make another punish. Unfortunately, he misses the Randall though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with Jah Ridin, even though you have this huge lead, I think Levingy is still going to play pretty cautious here, knowing that one hit could potentially lead to a kill.
That's a really difficult tech there. He would have had to smash GI into the wall, tech it, and then just recover again with misfire.
You're still in bad shape when you're Luigi in that situation, even if you get the tech, you know. Like they might have time to sneak on the edge and edge hog you, or they could just go for another downer or down smash or something. It's a rough spot for Luigi, to be sure.
Yeah, and it feels a bit more difficult to get these kind of touch death combos on a platform stage when he has slide off potential. So curious where Jah is going to take him here on his counter pick.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up going stadium. Maybe just a little bit less interference from the platforms, and still wide enough for him to not get like overly pressured by the Falco.
Yeah, that's what I think. Stadium. A lot of people just use Stadium as like FD Junior, right? Like it's got less platforms. It's got a wider space to work with. It just makes sense. Yeah. From that perspective, both relatively low ceilings as well. Obviously, Stadiums is lower.
I'll see.
But I wanted
to.
I was
looking at Mango.
Also, like
okay.
It's creeping in.
Like I said, that's gonna be definitely the Stadium. But even if you win that game, I feel like as soon as Levingy just won the first game, that's gonna be tough for the last one. That's gonna be back on the tri-platform.
That's true. Even if Jah wins this, he has to win again on Levingy's counter pick. So uphill battle for sure for him.
Levingy really smart about his defense, knowing that Luigi can't get anything started at this percentage, so he's just willing to get these little hits and then crouch or shield any type of mix-up that Luigi tries to open him up.
And that's unfortunate. That shine to up air just being at the perfect percent to close out the stock. Smart way to run away from invincibility there by Levingy, just using up B. You can kind of react to Luigi's movement and just escape. And like you said, he's just going to lay on this low percent game here. Really safe, not getting shield grabbed by any means.
Not getting caught with the wrong DI or not crouch canceling.
Nice little down B to get something started.
Oh, there's a reason you don't see that move. Not too good in melee.
Arguably one of... So I think the three worst moves for like viable characters are Luigi's dash attack, Samus's up smash, and Sheik's chain. I think are the three worst. Yeah. Like useless, right?
But that's that's the great thing about those moves is when you do make them useful.
It's
so rare, but it's like, oh man. Ooh. Levingy just showing mastery of the matchup.
the thing also, like, which is really good with Falco against any kind of floaties, like, often floaties like to also crouch cancel, but the down air just annihilating that option to crouch cancel and just counter attack afterwards. And unfortunately, just Jah Ridin got hit by so many of those. So even at low percent, he cannot even counter attack.
That's a good point. It is difficult for Luigi to crouch cancel a lot of these moves. And Levingy's pressure has been airtight in these games.
Yep.
Oh, that almost killed.
Yeah, that was very close.
Yeah, I mean, Levingy does not need to really approach. Does not need to take any risks.
Yeah, especially when Luigi gets his shield up. He's happy to get a couple safe aerials and back off. He doesn't need to pressure it.
That's the thing, too, about Levingy is, like, we've been talking about how, like, patient and defensive he is, but he is going in. He's just making it very airtight when he does go in so that he doesn't end up getting
he's not camping him by any means.
Right.
Just
that was beautiful.
He got under the back air.
Yep. Okay. Jah Ridin, slight glimmer of hope here.
He needs to find this follow-up soon, though.
I don't think it did not connect any tech shades or anything on that game, unfortunately. It's like Pokemon Stadium did not serve him as Final Destination did.
Props to Levingy's defensive game, but you're right, there has been a few times where I feel Jah could have had a few pickups he didn't get.
And Jah needs to clear this stock before taking too much. Otherwise, it's just going to spiral out of control. And already at close to 60%.
It already is, Hugo.
Yeah.
It's already spiraled.
Yeah, this is...
Here we go. But couldn't he have down aired there? I don't want to... I'm not a Luigi main.
Yeah, I mean, I know forward air is faster than down air.
Sure, he didn't want to risk...
Maybe he just wanted to make sure he got the hit.
And this is the point where Levingy could start taking a few more risks. Because at this point, Jah Ridin is going to be playing... around Levingy's safety, right? So to mix that up and actually close out the game, you could start throwing out something a little more risky that he's not expecting because you have so many chances to do that now.
Yeah, you have at least one fresh stock to work with. You know what I mean? It's,
oh, no.
But Levingy not necessarily really doing that, kind of sticking to the game plan, which I'd love to see.
Yeah.
And yeah, just beautiful from Levingy, taking it 3-1 over Jah Ridin.
Wow.
Jah Ridin, amazing player, great Luigi, but Levingy had that matchup down pat.
Yeah, he was really good at it. I hate to say it, but got better charactered, where you just kind of play to your character's strengths and exploit the weaknesses of the weaker character.
Style countered a little bit. I feel like an aggressive Falco would have worked out a lot better for Jah, but
for sure.
Props to Levingy's patient, smart game plan there.
Oh, man, this double up B.
That was just a...
He got a lot of those.
That's kind of a legitimate thing against Luigi because, again, it's baiting out the aerials because Luigi has a lot of priority when he's coming down above you, especially with the nair, but also with the down air and stuff. And so Luigi's often just think like, oh, I'm falling, let me just put out one of these moves. And if you bait that out and then punish right after it's over, like we just saw Levingy do brilliantly, then it's super effective against Luigi.
But one thing also to note, I feel like Jah Ridin and Levingy, like on the data that I got, never met, even if they are both in Europe. That was the first time they met.
Oh, really?
On what I found. So the thing also, I feel like when you play a floaty, for instance, or a lower character, to not getting outplayed by the character in front of you, you definitely need to know your opponent to at least create some situation where you can get some reads or just like not only take a blind risk, but take a risk that you know might work, if that makes sense. And I feel like Jah, without any kind of knowledge against Levingy, definitely get just like outspaced, if I might say so.
Yeah, I'd love to see them have a rematch at some point in the future and see if Jah can adapt to that style of Falco that Levingy presented him with. Really good match, though. We are going to continue with the EU bracket when we get back, but we're going to go for a quick break. Don't go anywhere.